Okay, so let's go ahead and practice some long division. I'm going to divide, my divisor is x plus 1. Can't get my pen. There we go. X plus 1. And my dividend is 2x squared minus 5x plus 8. Okay, so remember the thing that's a little bit different is we're going to automatically write 2x squared. X times what times x is 2x squared. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. Draw the line, change the sign. So my 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. Negative 5x, negative 2x is negative 7x, and then bring everything down. So now we start over with that same process. We're going to automatically write negative 7x. What times x is negative 7x? Negative 7 times x is negative 7x. Negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Draw the line, change the signs. My x's will go away, and I end up with 15. So we would have a remainder of 15. So our quotient is 2x minus 7, remainder 15. Let's try another one of these. This time we're going to divide by a quadratic. And this is when you really have to do this, and synthetic division you won't be able to do. The only time you can use synthetic division is if your degree is 1, and you'll notice this one is a degree of 2, so it will not work. So once again, I'm going to start off by writing the first term, 4x cubed. So then it's what times x squared is 4x cubed? That would be 4x. 4x times x squared is 4x cubed. 4x times 2x is 8x squared. And 4x times 1 is 4x. Draw the line. Change the sign. 4x cubed minus 4x cubed is 0. 7x squared minus 8x squared is negative x squared. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7x, and then bring down your negative 1. Once again, we're going to write that first term, negative x squared. What times x squared is negative x squared? That's going to be negative 1. Negative 1 times x squared is negative x squared. Negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. And then negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Draw the line, change the signs. And you're going to get negative 5x and 0. This is how you know when you're done. This is a degree of 1, and the minute the degree down there is less than your divisor's degree, you are done. So this will be a remainder of negative 5x. Okay? So now let's try synthetic division. Synthetic division, you're going to use a little bit more during this unit. Whatever, if it's written as a factor, whatever it is going to be the opposite. So instead of a negative 1, it's going to be a positive 1. Okay? If they give it to you as x equals 1, then it would just be the 1. So you just have to see, is it written as x equals or as a factor? And we'll see that as we go through. The thing that's real important is whatever your degree is, you should end up with one more number. In other words, I have to account for every single degree. Here I have a 4, 3, 2, 1, and x to the 0. In this case, every single one is accounted for, and you'll see what I mean on the next one. All I'm interested is writing the coefficients. Make sure that you pay attention to the signs. If there's a negative, you need to make sure you write it. So our first step is going to be to automatically bring down the first term. Okay? After that, I'm going to do 1 times 2, which is 2, and I'm going to put it right here. 5 combined with 2 is 7. Then I'm going to do 1 times 7, which is 7, and I'm going to put it right there. Negative 8 combined with 7 is negative 1. Then I'm going to do 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1. Negative 17 and negative 1 is negative 18. And then I got 1 times negative 18, which is negative 18. Negative 6 and negative 18 is negative 24. And we want to box this last term. Notice whatever you just had a degree of, it's going to be 1 less. We just divided by a degree of 1, which means now we're going to be at a cubed. So each time you divide synthetically, it will go down by 1 degree. So we currently have a degree of 4, so this one is going to be a degree of 3. So it'll be 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 18 with a remainder of negative 24. Please keep in mind, since your remainder is not 0, x minus 1 is not a factor of this polynomial. Okay, so let's try one more of these. You'll notice you've got 4 and then you bounce all the way to 2, which means you are missing your cube, but you have to account for it. Remember, we have to make sure that every degree is met. So since this is x plus 2, we're going to divide by negative 2. My degree of 4 would be 3. My coefficient for degree of 3 is going to be 0 because it was missing. Then my squared term, the coefficient is 4. My x to the first power would be 5, and then my constant is negative 7. Once again, a good check. If your degree is 4, you should have 5 numbers. Draw your line. Automatically bring down your 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. 0 combined with negative 6 is negative 6. Negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12. 12 and 4 is 16. Negative 2 times 16 is negative 32. Negative 32 and 5 is negative 27. And then negative 2 times negative 27 is 54. Negative 7 and 54 is 47. Once again, box your last term. We started off with a degree of 4, which means this is now going to be a degree of 3. So I have 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus 16x minus 27 with a remainder of 47. Make sure you practice this before our next class.